Howdy, howdy, y'all. It's Shannon from Creative Chaos in Tennessee, and I am back with day 6 of May I Scraplift You. Today's featured creator is Lisa Cuneo Scrapbooking, and I will pop her layout that I chose up on the screen. Now, she made a very pretty but simple layout. It's pretty straightforward, and the pictures are, what's doing the talking. So I decided to go the same route and do food, except tacos. And y'all know my style is very busy, for lack of a better word. I like using lots of things and lots of colors and, a lot. And I also had 6 photos where she only had 3, so I decided I was going to turn it into a 2-page. So I have lots of swap items I'm going to use. I am still working through the Simple Story Simple Vintage Berry Fields paper. I am down to scraps. This is my scraps. And I hand cut all of these, so none of them is the same size or anything like that. But let's see. This one was made by Sandy Smith. I'm going to use it. Anthony Russell made this one. Linda Bozeman made this little pineapple. Carolyn Weston made this little girl. And Mallory made this one. And I made this one. I don't know why I'm looking because I already know. And then this is a bag that someone sent some of their swaps in of how it came to me. And I thought it was perfect for making a chip bag, So I just cut some triangles and threw some ink on. I inked the edges and then splattered some ink on it to make it look more like tortilla chips. And so there's that. So that's my plan. I think she used probably a paper that already had that pattern, or she may have stenciled it on there. I'm not sure which. But I'm going to just create a pattern, kind of following her example, with my pattern paper. So, let me get my glue. Alright, so we're just going to start it out. Let's see here. I'm going to go up a little bit because y'all can see this. This is a Walmart cardstock, and it's not exactly 12 by 12, so a little bit of it will be trimmed off. But that's the one thing I don't like, even though there's this textured cardstock and it holds up pretty good for most things. It has this line in it, and you only cut off about half of this to actually be 12 by 12, so you'll still see that on there, or you'll have a piece that's a little bit too small. So alright, and I think I'm just going to alternate them out. Like I said, I'm using scraps, so I don't have enough to do both sides all the way. So I'm just going to do the best I can. Because that's like with the blue, I don't think I have any more of the blue paper left. I'm literally down to scraps. I might can get maybe 1 or 2 more layouts out of this paper pack before we're gonna have to call it over and done. But I have really enjoyed using this paper. Oh, this one goes like this. And like this. This is pretty much what takes the longest amount of time. It's just laying out your pattern. Oh, that's the wrong one. And knowing what you're supposed to be doing. Y'all know me. I just go all in. Alright. And then here's this one. I have been having so much fun scrap lifting everyone. And honestly, you know, because I've done sketches, I do sketches a lot. But I feel like scrap lifting someone is so much easier than using a sketch. I don't know why. Maybe it's because they've already did the idea of what to create and what they're going to use. I don't know. I don't really know. Because, you know, they've laid it out. I mean, you can break down any layout into a sketch. I mean, you just can. But, I don't know. Maybe it's just because it's already there, so it helps jumpstart your brain. Leave me a comment below and let me know. Is it easier for you to scrap lift someone versus a sketch, or is it easier for you to take a blank sketch pretty much and create versus basing it on what someone else did? I'm truly curious to know if my brain's the only one that works like that. Let's see, we're going to put that one on top because it's got a little chip out of it. And I did bring in a few other little scraps of paper that's not of this collection. Like the green one is just out of my scrap bin. This red dotted one's out of my scrap bin. But they match well, so we're going to allow it. Just so I can squeeze a little bit more out. Alright, and then we'll put this one on top, because part of it's going to be covered up anyways. I could stand to use one more. Okay, I'm going to steal from this side. Just to kind of finish out the pattern. Oops. Alright. So, there's our pattern for that side. And then, my plan so that I don't have just a plain white background, because y'all know I like color. And I never did say anything about my pictures, but this is me and my good friend Tootie, and this was her friend Roma. I just actually met her that day. But we went to the tulip field, and then we went out for Mexican afterwards. And y'all know I'm always down for Mexican. Love it, love it. And that was my food. Don't that look so good? And I don't drink, but they took and got margaritas, and I had me some pineapple water because I absolutely love pineapple water, y'all. So we had a lot of fun that day. Okay, so here's what we got left pretty much. And this is I'm gonna create the pattern down this side, but I don't think I'm going to have enough, so my pattern might not get to be the same, or I might have to just, when I start laying the bag in, it'll cover up some of it, so I'm not going to put pieces underneath there, just so I can get a full thing. But, well, I guess I should go ahead and do that first. I was going to say, we'll go ahead and do the mixed media, but we'll wait a minute because I kind of need to know where I'm going to be at on here. And I guess I could take and stretch them out a little bit more where they're not so close. Okay, yeah. Let's do that, and then I might be able to have enough. Red. See, I only have one blue left. I think I'm going to save it to put down here near the bottom. So, I have to remember what I'm supposed to be doing. Alright, let's put this one together with this one. And I add just a little bit of glue on the paper. Might make it go a little bit faster. Okay, red and red. It does not have to be perfect. If y'all know me, I'm not a perfectionist. I don't mind if they're all wonky. I just like the fact that it's very colorful. Okay, let's do a green going this way. And then we'll do a yellow. Let's do a different yellow. I don't know how much of this is going to be wind up covered up. Five, six, seven, eight. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Look at that. The exact number of how many I have. Well, I couldn't have done that no better. Actually, I think I'm going to put a yellow one there. Actually, I'm not. I'm going to put this blue one over here and put a yellow one on this side. Just so, but like I said, it really doesn't matter. You're just doing a little colorful pattern. And I know for some people, I know that this will absolutely drive you bonkers. And, you know, if you want to do your pattern perfect and all that, by all means do that. Measure it out and cut it and all that stuff. But like I said, I had already hand cut these triangles, so none of them's the same size. They're just kind of all a little wonky, but that's okay. I mean, it's okay for me and my personality. You do you. And it's not sticking. Okay. Now we have a pattern down both sides. So then what I want to do is add some ink to add the colors in. So my thoughts are, I don't know if I want to go this way with this one and then this way. Ah, so hard, so hard. Okay. I do know we're going to start with blue first. So this one's just Chip Sapphire Distress Oxide. It's the same colors I've been using for all the other layouts also because it matches this collection. Mustard Seed and Lumberjack Plaid. Alright. I think I'm going to go like this. Most of this is going to get covered up with pictures, so it's okay. Kind of doing what I've been doing with the other layouts, just getting my little bit of color in there and just using inks to do it to stretch the paper further. Okay, I'm going to do blue there. And I'm going to do red over here, and we'll see how it turns out. I might hate it. Sometimes it has to go through the ugly phase. It really does, it really does. Ooh, that's really bright. I like it. Okay. And then I'm going to do the yellow in the middle. I almost kind of want to run my sewing machine down the centers. And I might do that. If so, of course, I'll do that off camera and you'll see it in the close-ups at the end. Because I don't want to take up any more time doing this. Okay. Let's re-ink it up a little bit more. I'll make some of it darker. Oops. And then I'm going to run a little bit of it into the yellow, just to create a little bit of orange rainbow effect. And I'm going to do the same thing over here, and it'll make a little bit of green, because yellow and blue make green. I totally dropped my ink pad right on the floor. Alright. I think I'm good on that. And then I'm just going to take some black watered down acrylic paint and just do some splatters. Seeing these pictures makes me want to go have Mexican tonight for supper. I know, that's a shock, right? I'm going to use a pencil and tap it. Get some smaller splatters. think that's good. If you do that, make sure you wipe your pencil off before you touch it. Or you'll have a mess. Try to get the lid back on this. Alright. So, we have that. We have our paint and all that stuff. Excuse me. Alright. I think I'm actually going to let this dry. I'm going to pause for a minute and let it dry really good. And I might even go ahead and just run it through my sewing machine, and then I'll be back to finish putting it together. Alright guys, we are back. Everything is dry. I did decide to run it through my sewing machine with the gold thread. Bought a new spool last night. You know, spooled myself. But, so now I'm just going to finish laying it out. And I'm kind of just going to take Lisa's lead and lay it out the way she laid hers out. So, this glue is becoming a huge nuisance, always clogging up. I have always loved this glue, but I don't know what it is lately. Let's see. I think I'm going to do this one first. And put it on top of this one. And then put this one back here. Tucked under a little bit like she did. And I apologize if there is a glare. And then I am going to add these photos in. Kind of just gonna line it up so they'll still go together. I took a picture of their margarita just because it was pretty. Let's do this one here. Kind of doing the same setup, but we're not, just because we have 2 vertical and 1 horizontal, and over here we have 3 horizontal, so. But I feel like it still flows together all right. Oh, pork carnitas. Oh, I'm so hungry. I want to go have Mexican. Alright, so I have all these little things. Oh, this came out of something from a swap too, but it's not signed, so I don't know who made it. But it says, long time no taco. I figured I would add it on because, you know, we as adults definitely don't get much time to check in and hang out as we used to. So, let's see. I'm going to find my foam tape. I'll get a wider one. And on Lisa's layout, she just journaled here. And I read her journal and it says she made that pizza homemade. It looks very, very good. I just have to say, it looks very, very good. You did a great job with it. I'm sure it tasted amazing. Okay, there's that. And then I was thinking I would just put this here where she journaled. And I'll probably just leave this little spot here. I can just put, like, you know, where we were or whatever. I'm going to just put this here. She was showing her something on her phone. that kind of works out to say, long time no taco. I thought it was cute. I thought I'd add the pineapple just because I had pineapple water. You can see my pineapple water. It is so good. But there's only like one Mexican restaurant. We have like 20 in our area. But there's only one where you can actually get pineapple water. And so that's what I always get. But I thought it was cute because the pineapple's like, woo! Like, yay! So I thought, let's add that. That's cute. Alright, and then we have this little avocado that I made for a swap. All of these things, I want to say, actually came from the taco swap on Ginger's Corner. Okay. And then I think I'm going to drop a few of these down in here because this little bag is see-through. So I just thought it would be fun because you'll still be able to see them. And then probably just glue a few of them across the top to stay. And I'll probably have to rip some of that up to be able to fit it on there. Y'all knew it was bound to happen. I get glue happy and then I wind up having to pull it apart. Now I'm just going to put glue in under the edge of, behind that bag, under the edge of the picture, because this is see-through. So if I actually take and put glue here, it'll show through all the little glue lines. So I'm not going to. Okay, and I'm going to add this taco. Just kind of create a little cluster, and then I'm going to put Carolyn's little girl here. We were all dressed up because we had been to the tulip field. So, I think that is going to be the layout. I'm going to show y'all up closer. You can see where I stitched. And then this one. So, I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope you guys were inspired to use up those little pieces and scraps of paper to bring it together. I hope you will go and check out Lisa's channel. And overall, that you just have fun time to be creative and have fun. So, until tomorrow, bye y'all.